3 very scary true New Year's Eve horror stories. New Year's Eve is supposed to be loud, fireworks, music, people cheering as the clock hits midnight. But sometimes, the scariest moments happen away from the noise. When you're alone, when everyone else is celebrating, and when you realize something is very wrong. Story 1. The countdown wasn't for the new year. I was 19 years old when this happened. My parents had gone to a New Year's Eve party, and I decided to stay home alone. I didn't feel like going out, just wanted to relax, watch TV, and maybe play some games until midnight. By around 11:30 p.m., I locked all the doors, turned off most of the lights, and sat on the couch with my phone. That's when I heard knocking. At first, I assumed it was kids messing around. It was New Year's Eve. People do stupid things. I checked through the peephole. No one was there. I shrugged it off. Then the knocking started again, this time slower. I asked, "Who is it?" No answer. I checked the peephole again, and that's when my stomach dropped. There was a man standing just out of view, like he knew exactly where the peephole couldn't see him. I stepped back from the door. My phone buzzed. It was a text message from an unknown number. 10 minutes. My heart started pounding. I locked myself in my bedroom and called my parents, but the call wouldn't go through. Then another message came. 9 minutes. I realized what was happening. The man wasn't counting down to midnight. He was counting down for me. At exactly 12 a.m., fireworks exploded outside. And right as everyone screamed Happy New Year, the knocking stopped. Police later told me a man had been arrested 3 houses down. He was carrying duct tape, a knife, and a list of addresses. My house was circled. Story 2. I celebrated New Year's Eve with someone who wasn't alive. This happened when I was 22. I had just moved to a new city and didn't know anyone. On New Year's Eve, I decided to go to a small bar near my apartment. That's where I met Ethan. He seemed normal, friendly, quiet. We talked for hours, and when midnight came, we toasted together. After the bar closed, he asked if I wanted to hang out more. Against my better judgment, I agreed. At his apartment, things felt off. There were no decorations, no photos, no mirrors. When I asked about it, he smiled and said, "I don't like reminders." At 11:58 p.m., he suddenly turned serious and said, "Promise you won't scream." Before I could react, the TV turned on by itself. It showed a local news report. The headline read, "Man found dead in apartment fire, December 31st, 11:58 p.m. The picture on the screen was Ethan. I turned to him, but he was gone. The apartment was empty. I ran out screaming. Later, I learned the fire happened 3 years earlier, on New Year's Eve. He had just wanted someone to celebrate with one last time. Story 3. Someone else was watching the fireworks with me. I live in a quiet neighborhood, and every New Year's Eve, I watch fireworks from my bedroom window. Last year, I was alone, parents visiting relatives. At around 11:45 p.m., I noticed something strange. The motion sensor light in my backyard turned on. I checked the cameras on my phone. Nothing. Then I heard footsteps upstairs. I froze. I knew I had locked the door. I texted my friend, jokingly saying someone might be in my house. He told me to call the police immediately. Before I could, I heard whispering. 5, 4, 3. It wasn't outside. It was inside my room. I turned slowly. Standing in the corner was a man holding a phone, filming me. "Smile," he whispered. "It's New Year's." I screamed and ran. Police later found videos on his phone, dozens of people recorded on New Year's Eve just before midnight. Some of them were never found again. So tonight, when the countdown begins, and everyone is distracted by fireworks and noise, make sure you know who you're celebrating with. Because not everyone ringing in the new year is there to celebrate.